It's me, SiFi, and I'm back with a new recipe. And this week we are talking not about Thanos. Hey, buddy, that's the big idea. Get over here, Thanos. I haven't got budget to make your mouth move. But yeah, we're here to talk about Ranperre. For some reason I thought his name was Destin, but that's somebody else, isn't it? Am I going completely crazy? I've been thinking all day his name was Destin. Yes, Ranperre. Opus 10 card. What does Ranperre do? He's a 2-cost backup. When Ranperre is put from the field into the break zone, you may play one category 11 forward from your hand onto the field. That ability is really hard to stop. And sacrificing your backups. How do you do that? There's lots of easy ways of doing that, especially in the past few sets. We have Senor Garland. When he enters the field, put a character of 3 costs or less other than Garland into the break zone. Triggers Ranperre. Kane. Choose an active lightning backup, put it into the break zone, reduces cost by 5. 2 very easy ways. There's multiple other ways. There's Lulu from Opus 1, which should be on your screen now, because she deserves a mention. Everybody loves Lulu. But what happens when you put Ranperre into the break zone? Well, I don't know. There could be multiple cards that appear. Majority of them alternative weird women, especially Shantotto, the weirdest of them all. And you can get some pretty useful versatility out of it, especially 9-cost Prish, 9-cost Shantotto. Breaking a 2-cost backup to play a 9-cost, brilliant. Playing that 6-cost Prish, she is a roadblock, and I love Prish to death. I will continue making Prish decks until I die. You've got Treon, you've got a few other good cards, some pretty good cards in Lightning that are 11 forwards. But as you can see, Earth seems to be the dominant one, and Prish seems to be the dominant one in all of that. There are various little things that you get off, like if this Prish enters the field, you can then search for a 9k, which can be Shantotto. That Shantotto entering the field, it can return a 3-cost character you control, or break. Is it break or is it remove? Choose one character, 3 costs less your opponent controls, break it, which doesn't have to be a forward, it can be a backup. There's the Legend Shantotto. When it enters the field, if you're running some high cost cards, you can essentially break forwards just by that entering the field. On top of that, you have wonderful things like Star Sybil, which allows you to search for Ranperre, play him onto the field. You can then break Star Sybil to play things like Garland, which breaks Ranperre. And the cycle continues, because you can just keep recycling it round and round and round, especially with Earth cards like Kukaspel, which should be on screen now because I didn't get the card ready. And there's loads of little things that you can do with Ranperre. I think he's a brilliant addition to Opus 10. I'm not saying Opus 10 was groundbreaking or anything, but there are some amazing cards in Opus 10 compared to some of the previous sets. But it combos up well with cards from previous sets, like Star Sybil, like Kane. No, that's Opus 10, that one. The Precious. All the Precious. All the Precious. Look at that sexy art on Precious. I actually really need to find out what sort of race she is. It just says a abhorrent one. Yes, I am a weeb. Thanks for tuning in. There will be more cards and more shenanigans. It has been requested, and yes, next time we will be talking about Thanos. I did ask you last time as well, and the reason for it is I want to know what you think is the worst card in Final Fantasy TCG, because I want to try and find a way to make it work. If you tell me, Sid, from that stupid one, that way you see your opponent's hand, I will make that work. I will. Well, Chaos Walker wheel, obvious choice. But stay tuned for more Thanos and more Final Fantasy TCG. Bye, buddy.